The Last Dance, which is a Hong Kong drama co-written and directed by Ansel Chan. Dominic is a wedding planner whose business has collapsed during the pandemic. So he moves into a new business, going from marriages to deaths. His girlfriend's uncle owns a funeral parlor. And the uncle agrees to let Dominic take over the business in partnership with Master Man, who is a Taoist priest who performs this ritual called breaking Hell's Gate, which is a ritual that is performed, during the funeral things. The two are chalk and cheese. One of them is a young businessman who wants to modernize the business and sell trinkets. The other is an old priest who lives in the past. I'm going to play you a clip, and then I'll give you a translation for listeners. Here we go.
香港殯儀一文一武行街喃嘸，你哋喃嘸就係負責超度先人，我哋行街就負責超度生人。
屌，生人點可以超度咧？你不知所謂。
唔係㗎，生人都要破地獄㗎，生人都好多地獄。
In that clip, you hear Dominic saying, a well-run funeral home needs a brain and a brawn, agent and Taoist priest. Taoist priests transcend the soul of the dead. Agents transcend the soul of the living. And the priest says, why would living souls need transcending? That's ridiculous. And the agent says, no, there are a lot of troubled souls. Living can be hell. So then a woman turns up who's widely regarded to be crazy, whose son has died, and she wants the son wrapped like a mummy and preserved, and she has been turned away from everywhere. But her insistence that money is not an issue means Dominic says, okay, we can do it. Master Man, the priest, is outraged. He says, you can't, it's a sin. You're stopping the boy's soul from moving on by, going through the burial ritual. And then what follows is this kind of bittersweet drama about the care for the living and the dead, in which both Dominic and Man learn about each other and about themselves. And there's a kind of wider drama which is addressing issues of religious conflict. I mean, one character is baptized simply so that their child can get into a school, but it has to keep it a secret. There's a lot about chauvinist tradition versus modern feminism. I mean, the Taoist priest is an old schooler who believes that women and menstruation are dirty. There's the issue about why women can't be priests, changing social mores. It's a strange film. It is sometimes darkly comic. It is sometimes quite heartbreaking. I mean, the scenes with the son are really, really distressing. But the director was previously known for comedies, and apparently the first draft of this that he wrote during COVID was a lot darker than the film is now, and he then went through it to sort of leaven it with this kind of bittersweet comedy. Really great music, Chuan Pin, and then a title track by Terence Lamb really sort of brings us into the drama, and great performances, particularly by Michelle Y, who is Yuet, who is this paramedic, who's Masterman's daughter, who has to put up with his chauvinistic, traditional, sexist attitudes, and is trying to change the world. There was a review that I saw of it in the South China Morning Post, which said it was one of the best women's empowerment films Hong Kong cinema has seen, and indeed it has been successful. It's a strange thing. I knew nothing about it before I saw it, and about half an hour in, I was trying to get the measure of the tone, and I couldn't at all. But by the end of it, I thought actually it was oddly profound, and it is that kind of bittersweet comedy, in as much as it is able to encapsulate both tragedy and comedy, and the sort of the transcendent and the metaphysical with the down to earth. And so I enjoyed it very much. It is it's a small release, but one that's worth seeking out